Good evening. Tensions in the Middle East have escalated dramatically. Iranian forces have launched missile attacks on southern Israel, targeting two communities near Israel's main nuclear research facility. Dozens of civilians are reported injured, and buildings have been damaged. This comes just hours after U.S. President Donald Trump issued a stark warning. If Iran does not fully open the strategic Strait of Hormuz within 48 hours, the United States would consider striking Iranian power plants. Tonight, we break down the implications of these attacks, the U.S. response, and the broader regional and global consequences. Late Saturday, Iranian missiles struck the southern Israeli towns of Ashkelon and Be'er Sheva. Emergency services responded immediately, treating dozens of injured civilians. Satellite images and early reports show significant structural damage in residential areas, while the Israeli Iron Dome system reportedly intercepted several incoming missiles. Experts suggest that the strikes were likely in retaliation for recent Israeli intelligence operations targeting Iranian assets in the region. The timing of these attacks near Israel's nuclear research facilities raises concerns about potential escalation into full-scale conflict. We spoke to military analysts who say that Iran may be demonstrating its long-range missile capabilities to signal both Israel and the United States about its strategic reach in the region. In a series of statements released earlier this weekend, President Trump issued a 48-hour ultimatum to Iran. He warned that if the Strait of Hormuz, a critical choke point for global oil shipments, is not fully reopened, the United States would strike Iran's key power plants, potentially crippling its energy infrastructure. Trump emphasized that these actions are designed to protect global energy supplies and maintain the free flow of shipping in the Persian Gulf. Analysts say this is a rare instance of a direct U.S. threat targeting civilian infrastructure as leverage in a geopolitical conflict. Iranian officials have dismissed the warning as empty rhetoric, but the U.S. is reportedly placing additional naval and air assets in the region, signaling readiness for rapid military action. Iran has responded forcefully to Trump's threats. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps stated that any attack on its territory would trigger retaliation not just against U.S. forces, but also against allied facilities across the Middle East. Military analysts warn that this could include strikes on oil installations in the Gulf, further destabilizing global markets. Israel's defense forces have reportedly increased their readiness levels along the southern borders and in proximity to critical infrastructure. This escalation also impacts neighboring countries such as Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Oman, which rely heavily on secure shipping lanes through the Strait of Hormuz. Financial markets have reacted sharply to the news. Oil prices spiked as much as 8% on Monday, reflecting fears of supply disruptions from the Gulf. Traders are closely watching shipping lanes and naval movements to assess risks. Global oil markets are highly sensitive to instability in this region. Even brief closures of the Strait of Hormuz could disrupt nearly a 20th of the world's oil shipments, impacting energy costs worldwide. Economists warn that prolonged tension could have cascading effects on inflation, energy-dependent industries, and geopolitical stability. In Israel, authorities have activated emergency protocols. Shelters are open in southern communities, and hospitals are preparing for potential casualties. Israel's Air Force remains on high alert, conducting patrols and readiness exercises. Officials confirm that Israel is closely coordinating with U.S. intelligence to monitor potential Iranian missile launches and cyber operations. Analysts suggest that Israel may respond with targeted strikes against Iranian military positions if attacks continue. Civilian anxiety is high, as many residents in the southern regions have already experienced repeated alerts and missile sirens over the past months. The international community has urged restraint. The United Nations and European Union have called for immediate de-escalation. Several world leaders have emphasized the need for diplomatic solutions to prevent the situation from spiraling into a wider conflict. Meanwhile, U.S. allies, including NATO members, are monitoring the situation. Analysts say that while military action remains possible, diplomatic back channels may be quietly negotiating to avoid catastrophic escalation. Experts note that Iran's recent posture may be designed to strengthen its bargaining position while testing U.S. and Israeli resolve. As the crisis unfolds, the world watches closely. Iranian missile strikes, U.S. threats, and heightened military readiness in Israel indicate a volatile and unpredictable situation. The Strait of Hormuz remains a critical focal point, and any misstep could trigger far-reaching consequences for global security and energy markets. We will continue to provide live updates and in-depth analysis as the situation develops. Stay informed and understand that in today's interconnected world, conflicts in one region can affect the entire planet. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for continuous coverage, like this video to support quality reporting, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective is vital as we navigate these complex geopolitical developments.